Hey YouTube, how's it going? Mark here with another haul, and this time do a little something different in a different room. One of my many living rooms in my home. I decided to do like a shout out to my makers or JR, always having a TV in the background. So I decided I want to do something a little different, switch it up. So I got one of my hauls from Luckyscent in time to show you guys what I got, and I can take a look and sniff these before I leave. So definitely, I'm going to let you guys know what I got from Luckyscent here. And this is the one half of the bottles. The other half is on back order right now. I'll get them when I'm away. So let's take a look at the bottles I got. First of all, Luckyscent, always great packing, always amazing. Like if I was shouting out a company on my channel, it would always be Luckyscent because the niche fragrances from there, always authentic, always brand new inbox, beautiful, presentation. None of them are dented or ripped up or anything like that. None of them look like they've been returned or anything like that. They also give you samples by compliment, so I don't pay anything for these. Usually these are $3 each. They gave me quite a few here, and they always ask when you order something, there's a little, if you go online, there's like a little button where you can just put in which brand you'd like. This time I put Montal and Artisan, and they gave me like several of each. So I'm going to bring those overseas with me to try out those lines a little more, because I was interested in trying out more fragrances from those lines. So, first fragrance, these are going to be, I decided to do first impressions too. I haven't sniffed these, I just took them out of the box, make it easier for the unboxing. So the first one is a Serge Lutin. Now I got a couple of these. This is, of course, as you see on the background here, this is Borneo 1834. And these fragrances usually come with just like this little top, and then you have a spray top, or you can dab them on if you like. I like to spray. All Serge Lutin fragrances come with a little booklet also. Either way, this is Borneo 1834, and the reason why I was interested in this fragrance, this is a blind buy by the way, is because there's patchouli in here, heavy patchouli, chocolate, which really got me interested in it, dark woods, in this fragrance. So definitely, let's open this up and do a spray. But the main reason why was chocolate and patchouli, and that kind of reminds me of Angelman. Very heavy dose of patchouli chocolate note. So this is Borneo 1834, one of my newest fragrances. And you can definitely smell the patch. Okay, there's like a chocolate note in there. So very, very nice. Definitely patchouli right away. If you hate patchouli, this is not one for you. But you can smell the chocolate. And there's almost like an incense feel to it too. So right up my alley, guys. Patchouli, chocolate, like incense feel. Really pungent. Some woods maybe. Very, very nice. Definitely a good blind buy for me. I'm going to wear this sucker. So one of my, this might be right behind Chergui now is my favorite Serge. So let's get to the next one. This is an Artisan fragrance. And again, alright guys, so this is the second bottle. Sorry about the sketchiness of this video. It looks like every time I switch the picture on my TV, it screws up with my little webcam here. I don't have the best webcam, it's just the built-in webcam in my Mac. Apparently it screwed up the whole video. So I sampled everything once, did my impressions, I checked the video out and it was sketchy. So I got to redo it. So this is of course L'Eau du Navigateur by Artisan. And this is my third bottle from this brand. I have two more in the mail coming to me, which are in the back order that I have. So this one has coffee, rum, incense, leather, and tobacco in it. Those are the main notes that really got me interested. This is another blind buy. Just by the notes I said, oh man, I'm going to love this, right? Now I have the piece of paper that I sprayed it on. And it really has a vintage feel to it. Really, it kind of almost smells like an old library. And that might, kind of explain the leather and the tobacco and the incense, It's rum and coffee. It kind of reminds me of like an old library where a man was like smoking his cigar and just reading books in his library with like a glass of rum. That's what it reminds me of. Very nice. Actually, another good blind buy by me. I'm getting better at blind buying. So let's get to the next. Hey guys, all right. The third fragrance I purchased is from Comptoir Sud Pacifique. Anybody remembers these type of bottles? The one that I bought before, which was vanilla and banana. The vanilla and banana milkshake. I really enjoyed it. So I got this one, vanilla mocha. Now this one is supposed to give you, with the name of course, vanilla and a coffee vibe. It's got coffee and vanilla in the notes. So fairly simple breakdown. Let me get the piece of paper that I smelled beforehand. And to be honest with you guys, it's a sweet cafe latte. Yeah, if you like gourmands, you're going to absolutely adore this. This is probably the closest thing of a cafe latte that I've smelled. Now, of course, I don't know about the dry down. It might go straight up vanilla. But very, very nice gourmand fragrance. I'm happy I got that jewel. I knew I was going to love it when I got vanilla banana, and it really gave me that vanilla banana. I had to get the coffee one and the chocolate one. So let's get to the next bottle I purchased. Alright guys, next bottle I got was a Comme des Garçons. I want to get this whole line. So let's go with the most popular ones. This one, as you can see in the back here, is Sequoia. And I just lost 2 samples. This is the Sequoia one. Yeah, so this one's very popular. I had a sample of this when I was overseas. These are fairly cheap also from the Comme des Garçons line. And the reason why I got this one is this is a woody fragrance. There's leather, there's oud, and then there's rum. So definitely something I really wanted. And this really reminds me, it's boozy and it's sweet. I don't get any woods right now off the paper, but it reminds me of a candy, but I just can't think about it, like a boozy candy, a hard candy. I don't have the exact wording on what that is. I will find out what I think is the hard candy. I'm going to pinpoint it. But definitely not as much woods as it says. Maybe that's probably in the dry down, but definitely a sweet candy-like feel with some booze in it. So definitely interesting, and Sequoia is one of my newest bottles. Let's get to the next one. Alright guys, next one is again another Comme des Garçons. As you can see behind me, this is from the Incense series, and that is called Kyoto. This is basically the one that's their top seller in the Incense series, which I can see why, because I absolutely adore Avignon, which is my favorite incense ever. But this one is more of a subdued incense. I had a sample of this overseas. If you follow my blog, I wasn't really impressed because it was a subdued incense. It wasn't loud. So it's probably more appealing for a lot of people. You can wear a lot more than Avignon. And this one has incense, of course, coffee and patchouli, and some amber. So really some great notes in there. And it's exactly what I described. I remember it as a subdued incense, and it is. It's very toned down, and I can smell some of the patchouli in here, so that's interesting. And anybody that doesn't like patchouli, I'm starting to like patchouli for some reason. It's definitely a note that's not for everybody, but I'm starting to enjoy it more. So that is Kyoto by Comme des Garçons. So let's take a look at the next bottle I purchased. Alright guys, this is the next bottle. This is from a brand that I've known for a while. This is a fragrance that I've wanted for about a year. And these are known as, this is État Libre d'Oranger. And this fragrance house is known for, what's that fragrance called? Sécrétion Magnifique. As you can see from the bottle, that's what people remember it. But this is Fat Electrician. Weird name also. This is a vetiver-based fragrance. This is probably the only vetiver-based fragrance that I wouldn't recommend to makers. Why? It's got a heavy dose of vanilla. This one I've had dozens of samples actually. I've been trying to get samples every time I go out overseas. I just absolutely enjoy this. This is probably one of the better vetivers out there for me because it's got vanilla. It's also got myrrh in it. So the best way to describe this, it's dry, you know, the dry vetiver, but yet it's sweet because of the vanilla. But it's definitely vetiver. Dan might like it, but if he hates vanilla, not so much. But vetiver is the main attraction on here. And very nice. One of the best. This is probably behind Encre Noir and Grey Vetiver in my eyes, and then it's this one. I think that's she's in third. And these aren't too pricey either. Fat Electrician, the first one from that line, definitely worth a look at. Alright guys, last but not least, this is the last fragrance from my haul, and this is again from Comptoir Sud Pacifique. And this one is the chocolate based one. Now this brand is very underrated. Not a lot of people talk about it. This is my third bottle from the brand, so you must know that I like. They're very simple fragrances. They have a central theme and they work on it. Now this one's called Amour de Coco, and basically in French that means love of cocoa. And this has, of course, vanilla again, because that's basically their central note from this brand. It's all vanilla. It's got cocoa and orange. So basically, with that note breakdown, this definitely reminds me of those chocolate oranges that you get at Christmas that you smash. Oh, definitely smells like that. Definitely. It smells like hot chocolate, or you know those chocolate wafers that you get. It smells like that. With oranges, though, you got to remember there's orange in here. So chocolate orange with the chocolate orange that you smash is basically the best way of describing this. This is probably exactly like it. So if you enjoy that, this is right up your alley, guys. So these are my bottles that I've purchased from Luckyscent. This is half of my Luckyscent purchase. The other half, I'm going to have to unbox them once I come home in April. I believe they're coming in a couple weeks. They're just waiting on the Maltals. But either way, thanks for watching, guys. This is another Luckyscent haul. Hopefully you enjoyed it. This one had more of a gourmand feel to it. Very underrated fragrances. Definitely check them out. And I will be back with another review. Thanks for watching, YouTube.